Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's topic is 1-3 is called combining functions, and basically it's going to be like this. You're going to add some functions, subtract them, multiply them, and divide them, and finally we'll do a composition, but that'll be in a totally different video. Alright, so I'm going to get started with this. I've made some pretty good notes for you. I hope they're good, and we'll start working through some of this and see how far we get in this video. This may have to be a series of them. Alright, so I'm in 1-3. It's called combining functions. And simply put, this means you're going to add some functions, subtract some functions, and just do basic operations. So it says let f and g be functions with domains a and b. Okay, so we can't assume the domains are the same. In other words, f and g have different domains, a and b respectively. And then it shows down here the notation. F plus g, f minus g, this is a multiplication, f times g, and f divided by g are defined as follows. And what I really want to do is go through this one by one with you, do an example, and as usual, I'll update the notes after the video so we don't have to spend so much time typing and things like that, okay? All right, so we got a notation column here, and the notation they use, and I think it's pretty good that we do it this way, f plus g of x. That's how that reads. This is addition. They call it f plus g of x, and what it is, if you think about it in function notation, it breaks it down as it's just simply the sum of the two functions, f of x and g of x. And one important note I want to note right here, if you're having to find the domain of a sum of two functions, it's the intersection of their domains. All right, and we'll talk about that in a minute as we work through this one. In fact, they're all going to be intersection of their two domains, except for the last one has a little bit of a caveat there and a little issue that we'll talk about when we get to it. That probably is going to be in a different video. All right, so for example here, we got f of x is 2x plus 1, g of x is x squared minus 3x plus 2, and we need to add these two things together. It is as simple as it sounds, actually. So basically what you're going to do, and I'm going to use this little scratch pad to do this. Oops, new document. Oh, come on. All right, so what you're going to do pretty much is simply add them together. So I'm going to write the notation like this. F plus G, and we'll go with their style. All right, F is actually what? 2x plus 1. And we're going to add x squared minus 3x plus 2. All right. And really what we're doing here is just combining like terms. What we'll combine here? Well, x squared doesn't combine with anybody. 2x combines with negative 3x to give me a negative x. I combine 1 and 2 to get a 3. And that's adding these two functions together. Now let's talk about the domain. All right, the domain. All right, the intersection of their two domains. All right, so f is a linear function. The domain of this linear function is all real numbers. The whole linear family has a domain of all real numbers. This is a quadratic function, a polynomial. The domain's all real numbers. The intersection of all real numbers and all real numbers is all real numbers. Just to use interval notation, oops, I screwed that up. I'm going to mark it out. It'll be negative infinity to infinity, and that's how that one would be done. Like I said, I'll update the notes after this video, so we don't have to spend so much time. All right, the next one is subtraction. Again, it's the intersection of their domains. Their domains are the intersection of A and B. The operation is the same thing. I'll go through one of those with you, and you're going to find it strikingly similar. What example did we have for that one? The same thing. We're going to use the same two functions. This is f, that's g, and we're going to subtract them. Okay. Now it'll be a little bit trickier because subtraction does require a little bit of an extra step when you start distributing a negative. So I'm going to write it right here. F minus g of x. All right, we know that f is 2x plus 1, right? So we have 2x plus 1 minus x squared minus 3x plus 2. Right? All right, so the only difference in this thing, I'm going to move my equal sign over here so I don't run out of space, is I'm going to copy that 2x plus 1 down. Now I need to distribute this negative to all these terms inside here. In other words, that needs to become negative x squared plus 3x minus 2. And now we need to combine like terms and keep the largest degree in front here to keep it in standard form. Or yeah, negative x squared, nobody combines with that. 2x combines with 3x. Last time I checked, that would be 5x. Negative 2 combines with the 1 to give me a minus 1. And that's how that one's done. And it is that simple. You know, if it won't combine, don't make it combine. You can't make things happen that aren't supposed to happen. All right, so next we'll do a product, and then we'll make another video out of this quotient here, because that one has to have a fairly decent discussion about the domain. Oh, again, the domain, I didn't mention it. For that example is all real numbers, because that's all real, and the intersection of all real and all real is all real. That sounds kind of crazy, but it is true. Okay. Next, we'll take a look at a product. F times g of x is equal to just simply that times this. Again, before we go any further, it's the intersection of their domains. Well, the domain's all reals. Domain's all reals, so your domain will be all reals. So we're not going to worry about domain here. Let's just do the operation. Okay. We'll use their notation. I don't want that thing there to ruin it for me. Let's see. We've got f times g of x, and that's equal to f is 3x minus 2, and g is x squared minus 4. And now I just need to multiply these together. You do need to simplify these to get them right. All right, I guess technically you're done. You've multiplied it together, but you need to distribute. So I'm going to get, what, 3x cubed for my first term. All right, negative 12x. That's 3x times negative 4. Negative 2x squared. And finally, negative 2 times negative 4 gives me a positive 8. I need to clean this up. I like to keep things in descending order. That's going to become a negative 2x squared. I got my minus 12x. He's going to come in there. My plus 8. And we already talked about the domain, so that's how that one's done. All right. I hope you found this video helpful. We'll do the quotient in a separate video so we can take our time and do a good job with it. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.